Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Dovmac again to talk about the 20th anniversary of the Kingdom Hearts series. So it has turned into 2022. Obviously, Kingdom Hearts came out on March 28th, 2002, and it is almost 20 years since that moment. And this year specifically is going to be a huge year for the franchise because we don't know where it's going next. And there are a few things that we need to talk about because over the last couple of days, Kingdom Hearts has kind of broken its silence over the last couple of months and has announced a few cool new things that are coming to help celebrate the 20th anniversary of the franchise. I kind of want to break it down a little bit, but I also want to talk about what my expectations are for the 20th anniversary event and where I think the series is going next, and kind of, discuss some of the things that are happening that people aren't so happy about. So before we get into that, please throw me a like on this video and subscribe to my channel. I love the Kingdom Hearts franchise. I can't believe it's been 20 years. I can't believe I'm 20 years older since the time that I first played the game. But here we all are. We're here. It's the 20th anniversary of Kingdom Hearts. So let's get into what I expect is going to happen for the 20th anniversary event. So it was announced by the official Kingdom Hearts pages on social media that the 20th anniversary event is happening on April 10th. Now, I just said moments ago that the original Kingdom Hearts game turns 20 on March 28th. Now, Kingdom Hearts did come out on March 28th, 2002, but the 20th anniversary event isn't happening until April 10th. Now, on April 10th, there will be a event, but there will be it's not going to be a live stream, but there will be videos uploaded later. That's what the official page says, but there's going to be a mini concert, a Q&A with the developers, and an exhibition of art and whatever. I'm assuming interviews. And they say much more. That much more we don't know anything about, but I'm thinking it's for the future of the Kingdom Hearts series. Because why would they have it in Shibuya? Why would they have it on April 10th, which is 13 days after March 28th? 13. Obviously, 13 is everything to do with Kingdom Hearts. And we know Nomura, nothing happens by accident with Nomura. He is doing this on purpose. But 13 days after the original 20th anniversary, they're having this event. With a Q&A, with a concert, and much more. So I want to talk about that much more. What is that much more? What do I want that much more to be? I want it to be something cool. So it has been like a year and a little bit, a year and 2 months since Melody of Memory came out, and it's been almost 3 years since Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, and almost 2 years since Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind came out. So, and they ended Unchained Key, Union Cross, all of that a little bit ago. Obviously, I reacted to that ending on this channel. So there's been a lot of kind of Kingdom Hearts things that have progressed the story after Kingdom Hearts 3, since Kingdom Hearts 3 came out almost 3 years ago. So that much more coming at the 20th anniversary event, I think is obviously going to be the announcement of the next game. Is that going to be Kingdom Hearts 4? Or is it going to be something else? I don't know. People are speculating that Kingdom Hearts 4 could be the next game, which would be crazy considering that, the gap in between Kingdom Hearts 2 and Kingdom Hearts 3. But it could be anything. It could be more explanation of Yozora. It could be a Yozora game. It could be a Kairi game. It could be anything. What do I want it to be personally? Anything new. I just want it to be anything new. I don't know if I really want the next numbered title. I don't really know if I want Kingdom Hearts 4 yet. But don't get me wrong, I'll be reacting to that and all of that when that comes out later. But I think what I would want is more of an explanation of Quadratum and Yozora, and maybe more of a game about Kairi before I delve back into what Sora's doing, because I feel like if we immediately go back into Kingdom Hearts 4 and we immediately have like a reason and odds to save Sora like right away, I think it'd be a little cheap, and it would lessen kind of the impact of the ending of Kingdom Hearts 3 and Remind and Melody of Memory if we just went back and saved Sora right away. So I think what I want is more focus on Yozora and Luxord and what the hell Quadratum is and why it's connected to Sora and the Nameless Star. I really want to know more about that before we get back into Sora's story. So it seems kind of crazy that that would be like the next game, but you got to keep the story going. You got to keep the story going because people are hungry for this. And considering the way the series is right now, the audience has been built bigger since Kingdom Hearts 3, and you want to make those people happy too and keep them interested in the saga. But before you start something new, you have to cap off what already was. What I'm referring to is, I mean, the Kingdom Hearts games coming to Switch Cloud is a disaster already. So what I refer to is keeping the new audience, at bay, while also, exciting us fans that have been fans for all 20 years of this series. Get Switch games that actually work and not cloud service games that are absolutely terrible. I played the demos myself, and everybody else is playing the demos right now, and they're awful. And like literally, unless you are hardwired in and you have like the Wi-Fi network of like, I don't know, like the fucking president of the United States or something, like you're not gonna get a good smooth experience of any of the Kingdom Hearts games on Switch, and that's unfortunate because this series really could benefit from being on a mobile console. Well, and on the Go console. Because the mobile console, well, not console, the mobile part of the Kingdom Hearts series is something that I also want to talk about. And something that I also want at this 20th anniversary event. Because what happened to the end of Dark Road? So they said that the conclusion of Kingdom Hearts Dark Road was going to come this winter. And granted, it's still winter. It has snowed outside of my apartment here. There's snow on the ground. It is winter, yes. But they made it seem like the end of Dark Road was going to happen before the end of 2021. And now here we are, almost to the end of January in 2022, and we don't have the end of Dark Road yet. But we know that the 20th anniversary event is happening in early April. When is that going to end? And maybe the next game or that announcement has something to do with that. How our player from Union Cross turned into Xehanort. Xehanort has a mom. All of these things that I've talked about before, they have yet to conclude. We don't know who the upperclassmen are that Xehanort and Ericus are looking for. We don't know really who their master Odin is. We don't know how, Brain becomes Lushu. We don't know any of that. And I feel like Dark Road is kind of the key in that story. And, I feel like that has to connect to Quadratum because we find out about, how Scala Adkylum came to be, how Ephemer is the one who built Scala Adkylum in the end of Union Cross. And we don't know how Dark Road ends. And I'm kind of over the whole mobile game thing. So I want to know how that ends so that I can focus on the hype of whatever that next Kingdom Hearts game is. Whether it's the Quadratum game, the Yozora game, the Kairi game, or Kingdom Hearts 4. Well, regardless of what the next game is, I want the mobile stuff to be done and over with so that I can get hyped and look forward to the next part of the series. Because this 20th anniversary event, yes, it is a celebration of where we are now. It is a celebration of the last 20 years that has got us to this point. But Kingdom Hearts 3 was never supposed to be the end of Kingdom Hearts, just Xehanort's story. but there's part of Xehanort's story that we still don't know yet. So I want Xehanort's story to be wrapped up and finished before we start the next part of the series, which is going to focus on the Master of Masters. It's going to focus on saving Sora, and it's going to focus on Yozora. And we need to wrap up Xehanort's story with Dark Road before we get there. So that needs to happen before April 10th. I'm going to be adamant about that. That needs to happen before April 10th, because I feel like it just needs to happen. Before you announce and talk about the next part of the series, you need to cap off the parts of the series that you haven't capped off yet. I think that's pretty important. Now, I didn't want to just come on here and just yell about what I want to happen and what I think will happen and all of that stuff, and, you know, be upset with the Switch cloud launches of the games, because, you know, those are ugly. But, you know, I'm just excited. And, you know, without knowing what's happening at the series, I didn't want to focus my thoughts of the 20th anniversary of the game in this video necessarily. I'll do that in another video once we actually get closer to the 20th anniversary of the game. So I wanted to separate those thoughts. This is more speculation. This is more my wants for that event. This is what I hope to happen. This is what I think will happen. But either way, this is a fun time for us Kingdom Hearts fans. We can be excited about what's coming next. We can be excited about what's happening right now. We can be vocal about, you know, how disappointed we are with the cloud versions of the games, and I hope we actually get, you know, good ports of the games on the Switch rather than just the cloud versions, because they're a disaster right now. But this video is not supposed to be my, like, oh, here are my memories and thoughts about the 20th anniversary of Kingdom Hearts. This is just about the speculation of the event, which now today, in the last cut that I made, I found out that the event itself has more ties to it. So, on Twitter, let me find the tweet. So on Twitter, I don't know how to pronounce her name, but it's like Aitai Kimochi. I'm sorry for butchering your name, but she always tweets about Kingdom Hearts. So she is at the Kingdom Hearts Hotel, and there's this treasure chest inside of the Kingdom Hearts Hotel, and she's saying that she's not allowed to post what's inside the treasure box until April. Now, April 10th is when the Kingdom Hearts 20th anniversary event is. So in that treasure box, in that hotel, there is more connecting to what's going on at the 20th anniversary event. Whether that's some art that Nomura made, whether that actually has to do with the announcement of the next game or the next games or whatever. Maybe a Disney Plus series, that's being speculated as well. We don't know. But Aitai, I'm sorry for butchering your name. Thank you for, you know, hyping up the Kingdom Hearts, the end of this video, and the Kingdom Hearts community today, because regardless of what happens, regardless of when Dark Road wraps up, regardless of whether the Switch gets cool native ports of the series that it deserves to be on, I really want to play Kingdom Hearts on the go. Please make good ports for the Switch. Please make that happen. Whether the next games get announced at this anniversary date or not, it needs to happen. But regardless of all of that, it's the 20th anniversary. This event on April 10th is going to be an awesome day. It's going to be an awesome tribute to how far we've come and, you know, how far maybe we'll go with this series, and I'm really excited about it. I really hope that the next game isn't Kingdom Hearts 4, but if it is, we're jumping on that wagon again. We're excited. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm really excited that I get to get hyped about Kingdom Hearts again. It kind of feels like the pre-Kingdom Hearts 3 days, you know, on this channel. I've been uploading videos about Kingdom Hearts on this channel for, like, you know, like 6 or 7 years now, which is crazy. So it was really exciting to get on and talk about this today. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please throw a like on this video, subscribe. Tell me what you want to happen at this 20th anniversary event down in the comments below. That'd be awesome. I'm looking forward to hearing what everybody else is excited about. But until next time, or until there's more nerd news, or until there's more Kingdom Hearts 20th anniversary news, I'll catch you guys later. See ya.